Damn, what the fuck? All right, there it is. There it is. There it is. What's going on, world? Yeah, I decided to be earlier today. Last time was like right after sunset. So third one of the day. Third one of the day. And I might even hit the we'll see how I feel. I might push it on some late night. We'll see how I do. See. Tired as hell, man. This dog just head hanging out the window. That's funny as hell. I'm out here chilling, man. It's been good. It's been dope. You know what I'm saying? Everything started out the way it needed to, realistically, man. I was at this same park earlier today. What time is it right now? I was here about, let me do the math, about 8 hours ago, something like that. I was here about 8 hours ago, 8 to 9 hours ago, something like that. Shooting hoops at the goddamn basketball court. And then now I walked past earlier. They had like a van pull up, like a food and fun or some shit. It was some like kids program thing. So that was pretty cool. I guess the kids had like a summer thing this Friday, which is nice. I don't know if it probably involves books. You know how that goes. I got to read a certain amount of hours or something. That's my assumption. I know they used to do that with us. Yeah, man, summer program stuff going on. That's nice. But anyway, I said that to say I had enough time today to do the I did my little workout stream in the morning. So I did a little basketball. Grabbed a breakfast sandwich at the end. I did the second joint. Hit the Truancy territories. I was in McDonald's in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Hit McDonald's, walked through the cut. I showed you guys all the tents and all the old Pepsi building, little pickup, it's like a new pickup ball joint. Went over to MLK Jr. Memorial Park, over that section. Sat in the shade for a little bit. You know what I mean? Was up there just chilling. There was a couple over there that was training. They were working out up top. I was in the little section. I didn't mean to intrude, but I just went up there. And then maybe it's because I was trying to be off to the side, trying to stay away from them. But I don't know how long they were there, but they went and left. So it might have been because I was there. I don't want to sit there and claim fame on nothing ignorant. But who knows? That's probably what it was. And yeah, I just ended up smoking a joint up there. Had that island cookies. Still got the light. Still got the light. Yeah, nothing else on me right now. But it's been like that. McDonald's and a joint. That's what the last one was. That's what the last live was. McDonald's and a joint. Now we back at the park. We back to the normal regular schedule program, whatever we call it. Bro. Back out here doing this truancy. My little corner of the community center park. It's kind of it's fenced off. It's closed down until further notice. So, and then my spot up top, it's kind of unavailable until evening, I would say. Even at evening in the summertime, though, you got people mobbing through. You got families mobbing through in and out. But I try to, just not be in the way of people. So we'll see. 24-hour span. We'll see how many of these I can get done. How many of them I can create. I haven't done like I don't want to say speed run, but like a multiple episodes in a day kind of thing. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't done that in like since when I had first quit the job, like around that time period. So we'll see if now that I'm on, now that I got the job stuff, we'll see if all this still adds up. But I'm trying to get to the 200. I'm saying, get to that 200 episode mark. And you got to imagine, like, even the other live streams, they don't count. Like the other live streams I'm trying to get done, whether it's the workout stuff, the basketball things in the morning, that shit don't count. It's some other shit. It's whatever it needs to be. It's something else. You know what I'm saying? That's something else. I don't even know what time the park opens in the morning. Technically, I know there's like a technical time of day. Like realistically, like certain parks open at a certain time of day, but I don't. If the sun is up like 6 in the morning, I'm gonna be up too. 6 or 7 in the morning, I'm gonna be up early. And I see like old people here walking their dogs and shit. So, like I said, I was here like around 10 o'clock, if not before 10. Yeah, the old couples walking their dogs, things like that. just doing some elderly shit. The hell was that? He just had a flag in his window. That was crazy. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the channel, man. You know, we right on the cusp of 1,000, right? Right on the cusp of 1K. We ain't too far from 2.5. Now we just hit 2.4K for the fucking amount of videos that exist. And right now it's majority live streams, man. We're doing majority live in like long form format. You can imagine. Like I said, I recorded 2 more last night. I might do another one. Do a quick recording tonight. Starts cooling off in the house. Like I said, do the package opening that I've been sitting on. All the stuff I've been sitting on, I got to just sitting there in the boxes, but I need to sit there and recycle shit in the room. So I'm trying to have a better system, storage system that is, as well, just for all the products and shit that I got. Oh goddamn, what happened? We got blacklisted or something? I don't know what happened here, bro. We might have got blacklisted. See some. Let me see some. Can't even tell you. No drinks on me. No extra drinks on me. And, you know, it's Friday too, though, so everybody's just doing something. Everybody's doing their thing. The other thing is you could just sit there and do like a. Now what's up? Hold on. They got the. See, it's like a blue. It's supposed to just be blue. Let me move this backwards. Be a little better if I do it like this. Realistic. I'm trying to get the blue sky in there, man. What the fuck? Get that blue sky shit up in there. Is that there? Shit is focused wrong, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna just leave it the way it is right now. There we go. Boom. Hit the blue sky. That blue sky. I'm just in the way. That's the problem. That's the problem. Hold on. How do I fix this? I ain't doing that. I was trying to fix it so you can see the sky in the background. I don't know why it's like that. Cause like if I duck my head, hold on, boom. I duck it. See how blue and nice it is? Let me step back. Let me do that shit. Fuck all this. I'm hella close. That's why. There you go. Probably better. Honestly, I prefer it that way. I'm gonna just stand on the side for the contrast. That shit way better. Hold on. That's way better. Let me stand right here. Fuck. Can you still see the blue? If you can still see the blue, I might just stand right here. Every time I enter the shot, I'm gonna walk in and out, man. Anyway, yeah, we're trying to do as much as we can. Um, Staying on the up and up here. Page is going through a strange, phase right now where it's like, if it ain't what do you call this? Like blacklisted or shadow banned, it's something else going on. I couldn't even tell you. So some weird stuff's going on. Either that or people just stop fucking with me. I don't know. Probably both. Probably both. But I'm what's it called? I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna keep on trying until I get the results I want. That's my issue, and it's not even that big of a problem. So I just want to show the blue skies here. If you've seen it in person, man, the leaves is over here shimmering too, wind blowing on it. You can't really see it from the screen's view, if that makes sense, or the screen's resolution. But to the human eye, man, it looks nice. It's actually a beautiful time of day. The more I think about it, so, yeah. Oh damn! Look at the whole van moving. Can you see that? I guess you could. They let the van run the damn thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even know they could do that. I was tripping though, man, because the last live stream where I was standing at, it was hella activity going on in front of me, but there was hella shit behind me going on to the point where I was like, I'm probably intruding on someone's space, and they want to be able to do some bullshit. And then literally like the fucking eight came by 3 to 4 times. I counted four. I don't know. It really could have been three, but I counted four. Could have been like a training coach or some shit. The first one, but and then the same cop car, the same exact cop, same police officer, driving around the facility 4 or 5 times, and I'm like I'm looking at him, make eye contact. I look away. I'm like, what is he doing? Because the first time he showed up, he went to the tennis center. I was like, okay, maybe something's going on inside, but I think they were just reporting on things that was happening. Some weird shit going on, man. Just weird shit going on. Weird things here and there. Yeah, man, the page is on some shit now. Hold on, let me do this. Got an idea. I also don't know, sometimes when like the page starts hearing music and shit, or starts scanning and identifying music in the background, that I think that becomes problematic, but I could be wrong. But I like to go in and out the window here and there just to see if it works out. But no, the last stream, I thought Truant territories would be a thing, but I was over here moving around from bus, on the bus, and even a different section where I used to do the recording. So maybe it wasn't meant to be. But hey, man, what is that? I know that's like a kite or something. That was crazy. But yeah, I should have saved the joint for this, man. I should have saved the joint for this. Realistically, you know, pushing these all day. Sorry. I'm chill until somebody drops in. But either way, man, I'm here. So I'm here posted until anybody drop in on me. So, go ahead and leave the like, comment, subscribe, all that, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna just chill out. Phone's gonna stay propped up. I'm still clipped in on the mic though, so I'll be around. And the shit. And that charcoal out there. Anybody dropping in saying what's up, I'm on the side. I'm here for it. That's all it is. That's where I'm at with it right now. I sat there and chatted it up all day. Show you the fucking sweet view of the park for like an hour. Because why not? We can do that. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know. Is that remote control or is that a real bird? That should look like a real bird. They got the crows ready to attack. That's crazy. I don't know if it's capturing that. Let me see what we got in the shot here. The hoop is right there. I think so. I don't know if you can see it. Looks like a remote control bat or bird or something. Yeah, bro. That shit look real. I don't know. Get outside, man. Skies is blue. Get outside. Get outside more. Feel me? Double up, triple up on them lives. That's one thing, but keep beating up the bush till I get what I want. I see what I see. That's me, man. Like I said, if I'm not doing no real life stuff, all you're gonna hear me do is just talk about, the motivation aspect, if not the affirmation, whatever. The little things like that. Page is on notice though. That's crazy. Channel, I'll say channel. Channel might be on notice because page sounds like a person. Yeah, channel's on notice. That's crazy. Yeah, man. That's another aspect of conversation though. I will say, you know, I'm okay with this, man. You know, I'm okay with the way it's working, the way it's rocking right now. See what's good with this car first, off to the side, parked up all sus like that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, man. Whether it was the way I grew up or like shit I grew up around, man, some people had a go get it mentality like every day, every week, go and get it. And a lot of what that looked like sometimes is, it's one thing. Actually, the most righteous thing you could have did in that time period is probably just sell weed. Realistically, shit, if you was nice at the weed, man, you'd be all right in the long run. You're just not making a large amount, in the long run, if that makes sense, in the short amount of time and the long run. But I will say, like, guys that was sitting there hitting licks, it only lasts for so long because you only flipping it for what you can. That's like startup money, realistically. But some people live like that. Some people live to just rob every day, which is wild. But they rather do that than work a 9 to 5. It comes down to what you agree or what do you see as commendable. Realistically, it just comes down to that. Kind of fishy though, man. It's interesting shit. It's just like I say this as someone who, when I clock in, sometimes at older jobs and shit, like you deal with people that might be talking on some bullshit all day, all the time. They just might be on that, and it's not always your job to check it, if that makes sense. It's not your responsibility. I just got done talking to a friend of mine because I was like, I might have to speak to so and so when I see them again. They come around the community and shit. I might have to talk to them. He's like, it's actually not your responsibility, but if you could save yourself the energy, why not? You ain't got to do it. It's not your responsibility. He's not even supposed to be here, but he's been given a second, if not third chance. So it's little shit like that that you got to keep into account. This is someone that I feel like I owe a conversation to, but that's my personal gripe, and that's like in conflict with the personal gripe itself is in conflict with what do you call this my own inner peace, and that's what I'm trying to master the most. Like how confrontational and how much what I'm saying, how much static do you really need? That's the real question. So that's where I'm at sometimes with all this. So yeah, I feel, bro. I'm off to the side, man. You catching right here? I'm off to the side, showing the blue skies and shit, blue, green, the burnt grass. But Sometimes you deal with people at the workplace, and it's just like, when you feel like you're so used to being your own boss, or you're so used to being in charge and control of shit, you don't want people joking around with you a certain way, right or wrong. Like sometimes it's really just jokes, but it's like sometimes you don't want that. But it's just like really people just trying to connect and befriend you or whatever. Some people are really just trying to. That's it. They're just trying to connect. That's all it is. They're trying to get across to you. That's all. It's never anything serious. But sometimes the interpretations and the misinterpretations here and there should be getting misconstrued. That's all it is. You know, it's like a long conversation that I have to have with people that's trying to transition. Whether they're out, trying to get out the game, etc., or like whatever. I'm like, it depends where do you think you need to apply the pride at? Where do you think you need to apply the pride or the pressure at? Put the pressure on yourself. You put the pride to the side. Put it more into like the actual ethic or the art or the creation of something that's positive. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the value of this shit comes in. These live streams, right or wrong, it's like this shit will activate something way better in the long run. And I believe in that. So that's why I'm tapped in with it so hard, so tough. You feel me? Matter of fact, I might hit the track because I'm gonna give it a few minutes and then I'll hit the track. That way I can circle around. That depend, depending if we're out there, then I can't really do it. But I'm gonna walk through either way. I'm gonna walk through on that side either way. But yeah, I've been out there how many times? How many days now? Same spots, man. It's just the high school I went to, etc. I'm in the area, so I'll be around. I'm out with it. I'm in the area. Yeah, man. How about that though? Let's not wait too long. Let's get on to boom. Trying to see what's good. And it's like it's rare that I'm out here when the sun is like this and shit like that. It's rare that I get a chance to do it like this. I'm gonna take advantage of it right now. Usually I'd be dropping in the morning, afternoon, but right now it's on some 6 p.m. Hold on, 6:40, 6:40 p.m. You know, shit like that. Well, I always thought what that meant, man. It's like past morning, p.m. A.m. is like after midnight. I always wondered about that. I gotta relook into that shit. It's probably a word that nobody uses on the regular. One of those shortened things. That might have been the actual first. What do you call this? What do you call these, man? When everybody like abbreviations or whatever. Everybody puts things in it just like quick, like 2 word stuff. You know what I mean? Alphabetical kind of stuff. So that might have been the first one of the AM PM. You know what I mean? I don't even know the right term for that. Yeah, we crossing that. Um, it's looking crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. That shit crazy as hell. Fucking bright. Yeah, yeah, buddy. But it's good though, man, because every time it's like I be having it'll be hella dark when I walk down this street, so you guys can see me more lit up, a little better. I'll take what I can. I'll take what I can. Matter of fact, since ever since last night, I mean, this morning was a little different because people got a chance to watch me work out. I guess they got a chance to see me do a little basketball practice early in the morning, but you know, pushing it here, man. We pushing it. The shit, four views is one view is better than zero. One view is better than 0 attempts. I'm gonna tell you right now. So that's why I'm never mad at nothing. I appreciate all of it. Anything I can get out of it. One view's better than 0 attempts. Think about that. That's how I feel. You know, that counts to a fraction of something. That counts to them fractions. Like I said, you'd be surprised at the playback. People dropping in on the playbacks. You know, when the shit finally upload or whatever, you'd be surprised who jumps back in. That workout live stream, even just putting the park and like putting the numbers on it, like I'd be surprised at people that just jump in. Morning says 100, afternoon it'd be saying 160 or something. It's crazy. Oh, great. And what's going on, man? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you dropping in. You know, it's funny, like literally when I start walking around certain blocks in certain areas, like it feels like the live stream gets a little better, and then people just start seeing and hearing it better. But that's funny as hell. Certain, like if I take a certain seat at certain spots, ooh, that dog sounded hella close. But if I take certain seat at certain spots, it don't be working that well. But great, and I'm gonna go see if I can walk around the track, man. If that joint open, if they're training right now, I'm not trying to bother nobody. But if I can, I'm gonna walk the track. You know, get my little walking steps in on the track somehow, some way. Hey, buddy. So we'll see what's up with it. Hey, buddy. How you been, Graydon? What's going on, man? You making profits out there? You making them profits? That's crazy, man. I think like I told you last stream we saw, the coin was what, a 64 or a 63? I forget exactly, but that was the one that kind of cut it. It got cut short, I should say. That was the last one I seen. I'm trying to do as many streams today as possible. You're gonna go to the largest coin show in the world. Oh, okay. Where's that at, man? Also, is it gonna be one of those like it's televised kind of things? Is it one of those? Let me see, man. Is this a parked car? Are they doing some on the field type shit? I figure where the music coming from. I was coming from the whip. Yeah, let me know where that's at. Oh no, they training. That music coming from the field. They training right now. Damn. I'm gonna walk through. Actually, hold on. Let me do this. Let me walk around because I be losing connection when I'm on Alder and shit. When I'm on that side. Let me mop through for a second. It's crazy as hell. Practicing though. Football team. Yeah, I got hella construction. I can't go to my old spot, Graydon, down the hill. But where's the largest coin show at? Let me know that. Let me know where the largest show is at. Good, get that training in. It's that football training over here. I ain't gonna film that shit. That's not my business. I'm just trying to get to the viewpoint off to the cliff. You don't see what's good. Largest coin show in the world, man. That's kind of fire though. I need to do more of those kind of vlogs though. If I hit the conventions and shit. The only one I really did was SoccerCon. I was out there, first one ever, and I didn't understand like what the ethic was when I was there. But same thing, like if I'm doing the stuff at the like a basketball game or something, you know. Well, that's different because I had the shades in my phone, so I was using footage from there. But that was like Seattle U and like UW type stuff, you know. It's bright though. Hold on, let me. I can't see nothing right now. Let me show you this real quick. It's bright as shit. I'm gonna get to the, you know, the edge over there. I'm gonna show you what it is. We should have another live stream next Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, next Wednesday or Thursday. I think I'll work Thursday, but Wednesday I'll be off for sure. And then hopefully that day I get to tune in a lot more. You know, that's my plan. You said Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I'm reading the right thing. Trying to make sure I read that shit correctly. Yeah. Are you doing it at the house? Are you going to be at the house? You're going to go to the actual place? Is that what you're doing? How's it going? Are you recording at the house, Graydon? Oh, I'm going to show you the Graydon, man, last night. Well, you weren't here because you're probably asleep. We're on a different time zone. But I was literally, let me show you real quick. I was up top there on top of the little swimming pool area. I'm sitting there. I'm looking down the back street. I don't know if you need to know this. I'll tell you anyway. This dude was walking around with a giant like metal pole. I'm like, God damn, is he security or something? What the fuck? But he might have just been part of the little homeless camp on the a couple blocks away. I don't know what was going on. I was like, I'm staying up here. I'm just gonna be smoking up here. I'm not going over there. I didn't need to know what was going on. None of my business.com. Yeah. You walk on this side, man. The house, yes, going through coins again. Okay, yep. Yeah, I can imagine like you guys probably can't like or I imagine you guys do it like once a week, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what I was seeing, but I was like, what is bro doing right now? But he might have been, on some security shit, like playing security for either the daycare or just, whatever, just the block itself. I was like, he's tripping though. Yeah, he's tripping. Yeah, I'm up here. People be skating up here. It used to be a whole thing, you know. Used to be a whole thing up here. It's chill, it's nice now. I mean, it's chilled out now, but I don't know what to make of it sometimes, man. Yeah, it's chilling up here. Oh, they're doing like an impromptu game or something or a practice. Yeah, they're doing like a little practice over there. Baseball. Graydon, did you say you played baseball too? Was that you? I don't remember if it was you that said they played baseball. But yeah, out you. Walk on the community center side, man. Oh, bowling. Oh, what? Bowling or Boeing? Because it says Boeing. I'm assuming there's an L missing. Yeah. What are they yelling at? I gotta play more baseball too, man. I don't even know what position I would favor. Like what field I would be at. I was trying to see if Bro was still walking around with the thing. Bowling. No, I got you. I was just making sure. Yeah, bowling. Yeah, man. I don't think it's open gym right now. Probably like some class. Some kind of class they got going. There's a time of day where it's like, Marvin, what's going on, bro? I ain't seen you in a long time. I appreciate you dropping in, man. Should I go in and ask about the open gym? It might just be kids playing, but what time is it? Hold on. 6:52. Open gym is like they're having kid activities around like 6 whatever, you know. But open gym would have ended around like 5:30 or 6, realistically. So, ooh, they wouldn't have it going on. But I'd be over there sometimes. Just I did it one time. I didn't record myself, but I was over there before. You know, what's parkour? Oh shit, that's far. They do have the parkour class. Oh, is that cat? It might have been. Hold on. Oh no, is that them? Oh, that's crazy. I was like, it looks like your shirt. But yeah, how's it going? That's good to see you. Yo, hey, I see you again. You guys doing the parkour class? Yeah. That's funny. I be coming here for open gym and like basketball, and I'm trying to use the weight room more often. But yeah, I live right down the street, so that's funny. Yeah, I usually go to Miller, but that's nice, man. I've never been in this room. Actually, no, I lied. I've been here once. That's cool though. I'm gonna let you guys get to it. All right. Yep, yep. That's funny as hell. But yeah, everyone's like, I need to go find like a baseball thing. I need to go find like a. Oh my bad, Graydon. He said you're headed out for a bit. Have a great day and be safe, bro. So it's good to see and talk to you. Yeah, man. You too, bro. I like when you drop in, man. I appreciate that. I can't say it enough. Like that's that stuff right there. It's always good to have you around. You know, there's something sad about, man. They really close us off. I love just posting up here. There's nowhere to sit now. Damn. But I might grab the ice cream. Should I do it? I've been spending money all day. I don't know if I told you guys, man. Like I was waiting. I was at the house just waiting for like I don't even know. Ooh. I thought he was gonna pop another trick. Yeah, he's just popping a wheelie. Motorcycle dude popping a wheelie. Um, I was waiting at the house for like the past 2 weeks because they said I get paid weekly, getting my checks, and I'm like, damn, like, where's my damn check? I was just waiting for the actual physical mail. Come to find out, like randomly when I got home from the live stream last night, I just checked my bank account just to see how much money I had left before I started buying like myself snacks and stuff. Bro, I had like hella money deposited randomly from all the work days I had did up to this point. Like, the hell, I was like, where did this come from? I had no idea where it came from. And I saw like the actual source. I was scrolling down. I saw the actual source of the green money. Yeah, it's like I was like, bro, I didn't know. I don't even remember setting up the what do you call this? I don't even know what the word is. Setting up the actual pay, like the what do you call it, bro? I don't even know what it's called. Direct deposit. I don't even remember setting that up. I can't even remember that. That's why it's kind of wild. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it just had me thinking. It was like I don't even understand. But I was hyped. You know, I was able to pay off certain sections of both of my credit cards real quick, and then I used the rest of the money. Actually, I forgot what I used it on, but I had saved like a good chunk of it. At least the other half of the other check, or basically like both checks were like the same amount, more or less. But I was able to save one. You know what I mean? You know, let me sit on the goddamn. I'm sitting up here, man. I'm tired as hell. I'm tired as hell right now. I need to sit in the chair. Fuck. They might kick me out, bro. They really might just kick me out. I'm tired as hell right now. But yeah. No, I just ran into Cat, aka Comfy Sleepy, over at community center, which is funny. They're over there just doing the parkour class. So that was kind of cool. Oh shit. But yeah, that was cool. Let me just hold it, man. I don't even know if they'll let me sit up here, but it's whatever, bro. People used to chill on the side of Nova all the time. Windows is open, bro. I'm out here. All right. Just go ahead, report me if it's bad. Hey, what the fuck? I don't know. Okay. I dropped something. Let's go. But yeah. So the whole time, oh, this is a wobbly chair. I see. That was scaring me. I was like, what is moving? But it's a chair. Anyway, Um, now I was waiting for those two checks, and I was like, damn, to think the whole time I just like it was just sitting in my account the whole time. Because mind you, hold on, what is today? Today's the 22nd. So there was two checks. One dropped in the 13th. The other one was in like the 20th. So like 2 days in a row, I had two checks from two separate weeks, and they had dropped and deposited it. So the whole time I had the money, I was just stressing. Like you understand, I applied for a loan just to see if I can qualify for it. I didn't need it, but like I still might take it just because, you know. And the thing is, if I get paid weekly, I can pay off like my debt real quick. But it's just kind of weird. Like you get a loan, you apply for a loan, it affects your credit, and then after you get that loan, you pay off your things, but then you pay off the interest. So you might as well just be patient over time. Like that's the theory, right? But I don't know, man. I might have to call these people at some point. I don't know if they're open on Saturday. I got to double check the times, but we'll see, man. If they're available Monday, I might talk to them Monday. I'm not really stressing it. Just, I just can't wait to go back to work. Hold on. Over here stacking dividends, SPYI and CONY. I'm over here just stacking it in, but yeah, man, I can't even really, I can't front. Like I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good, so I can't even front. But I think about like just normal life stuff like that. You know, relieve the stress of certain things. Like the thing is like just monitoring multiple payments, multiple things that I have to pay off. Like that's a good practice, and I've done it a couple of times, but I'm at a point now of just consolidating things into just one particular, whatever. Like there's certain credit cards that you have where it's like, yeah, you got to keep having a certain thing in there that you pay off. Like it's important to have things that you pay off, but for me, I'm like, I don't even want to deal with that. I just want to go about my day, not worrying about anything. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't want to deal with the overarching thought of certain things, but it's not that bad. Like when I calculate like what I have to deal with, it's like okay, 200 on one card, maybe like 100 something, or 200 on one card and like 250 on the other or something. Or like a 150. It's like it's really like close numbers, and I'm like, this ain't that bad. Cause that all that adds up to was like 400 to 500 a month, which is like I make more than that based off of the days I work. The thing is, I'm not working this week, so it'll be based off of my check next week and then the week after. But even then, it's like, yeah, I don't even have to worry about those payments. But in my mind, I'm like, just take the $10,000 loan, just pay off shit, and then like with the extra thousands of dollars, just throw it into the stock market. Because the thing is, with that extra money, like at least I'll create some dividends. Like it's not like a whole debt pile up thing. You know what I'm saying? And then you just deal with the payments over time. You know, it's funny because like I'll give an example. My mom died 2022 in May, so I got my loan around May, June-ish, around June I'll say, like May, because she died late May. So then I would have got it either late, like at the very end of May or beginning of June. But I had like a $5,000 loan, and the thing about it was like it's about 5,000 or 5,200 or something like that, and you can pay it off in 5 years. But I paid it off this year, so it's like if I'm doing the math correctly, 2025, that was 2022, so I paid it off in like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? About 3 years. I paid it all off. And then like another thing was the actual like therapeutic place that I owed money to, like thousands of dollars to. It was around 5,000, and then they shaved it down to like two or three. I was able to knock that down too. I don't even know what that is. I was able to knock that down too. And the funny thing about it was like, how's it going? I don't know if they're honking at me. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, so like I was able to knock that down too. And I remember when I paid up the final like 500 to 800 bucks, the lady, she sends me an email and she goes like, "Congrats." She's like, "Congratulations on paying off debt. I know it's like a big thing. Like I know it's like a big thing for you to do. Like it's important to do that." So it was just like an important conversation to kind of have, I guess. I don't know if they're honking at me. Are they talking to me? I don't know if that's them. I can't see. I'm gonna see who gets out the car. But yeah. It's little shit like that that I think about on some like debt stuff or whatever, some debt things or like money stuff. But because I did it once on like a $5,000 level, I'm like, I know I can do 10,000 easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even trying to be funny, just being real. Like, I know I can do it. So I think about little stupid shit like that. You know, it's funny how that works, but I think about that shit, and I know I can make it happen. Um, because I didn't been low this year, man. I didn't been low this year, just grieving and shit, just sitting there grieving and just thinking about things, handling business at the same time. I don't know who came out this car. I don't know if I know this person. I don't know if they're honking at me or someone else. I don't think it was me. But anyway, I went through it. So I'm like, this ain't nothing to work and do it again. But the whole point is like, you don't want to work hard for someone else's, you know, paying off debt to pay someone else back. You should just pay it forward to yourself. And that's what I ended up doing with my own stock. So rebuilding my $10,000 of a stock portfolio is going to be the fun part. But then also like repaying off like a little debt. Like we'll see what I end up doing with it, man. I ain't tripping right now. You know, trying to enjoy the rest of summer. Like I ain't trying to think about that bullshit. Fuck all that dumb shit. Who is that? I ain't get no messages. Yeah, it ain't for me. They're not looking this way. Let me know if I'm back. But yeah, it might have been the car behind them honking at them to like, hey, park right here. That's what I thought it was. I don't know. Yeah, I can't even tell you. You know, I've been hitting this all day, man. Might have to hit another one tonight. It's like hours of my day. When I ain't got no hours of work, I put the hours in here. It's that simple. Like I said, if I ain't living no life, I got no life to talk about. You're gonna see me just sit there, reaffirm myself every minute I get, every chance I get. You're gonna hear me talk that shit. Staying motivated. This is what my mindset be like, man. Even when it starts getting dry and like whatever, dry and boring, just like this, man. You don't understand. That's where my mindset be. I like you stay focused, man. It's just another little cog in the wrench, a little, what I'm saying, bump in the road, if you will. It's just another day, really. There's nothing too big that I can't handle. Because it's like I went through the months already. I went through those months. I'm just like I wouldn't even, some people classify it as depression, but nonetheless, I was just grieving. I understand that much about myself, and it's like, yeah, we got through that already, you know. And now it's like here we are. Yeah, this might be the new thing. Consolidate those payments into one source. You know, that's the funny part about it, actually. Oh, that's a big fly. That's the funny part about it, actually, is like I don't even need much. I really need like half of what I'm asking for, but I mean, not really. If I want to pay myself back fully, so we'll see what I end up doing. That's what's cool because like right now there's no interest, so I got to be smart about this. Yeah, right now there's currently no interest. That's the main debate. It's just gonna take time anyway, right? It all depends on what the agreed upon monthly payment is. If the agreed upon monthly payment is like in the hundreds or 200s, that's doable. It's actually doable, you know? Because I'll at that point just drop 1,000 a month, really. You know what I'm saying? Doing some early on time payments. Nope, we're doing it real quick like this, 1,000 at a time. Boom, boom, knock it down, and start doing them hundreds like for the rest of the year. It's gonna be smooth. I'm telling you, smooth work. But that's just that's the way my brain works with math. That's the way my brain works with the math right there. You give me 3 days a week as long as as long as I show up, I'll give you 3 days. You know what I'm saying? It's over. Overton. And then whatever's left over, I keep that money. I'm telling you, man, whatever's left over, I just keep the money. That's crazy. I'm really thinking about this math problem here. I might have to talk to them on Monday. If they're not open tomorrow, I'm gonna have to call them on Monday, and I'm gonna see if I can collect. I'm like, yep, let's make it happen. I'm real fast with it. Pause. There you know. That's crazy. But no, that was cool, man. I got a chance to run into cat over there. That was a cool thing, man. Probably gonna see him Sunday. Yeah, I gotta think about this shit. It's like, you know, I made it my thing to do this, Beyblade stuff for a year, so I don't really need to be around. Speaking of which, I'm around, but I don't need to be around. You know what I mean? I'm not obligated to be around. I did my year, and then like realistically, if we're going based off of the first tournaments or the first consistency, I'll give myself another month or two. If I'm going based off of the tournament I won, that's November. So then I would just do December 1st. So that's like my possible goal date because I like being around these people. Good people, man. Like, I always use the word nerd, but it's like the nerd aspect is like actually the cool aspect about it because I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying like it's cool nerd shit. You know what I'm saying? It's actually like a healthy level of nerd shit that people don't really quite understand. But I'm like, you need that in your life, man. You need people that like love and accept you for, just being you or whatever, and they're being themselves in front of you, and then like the comfortability between everyone, kind of facilitates itself. You don't got to do much after that. But people bring their egos and things in there. That's why I'm happy. Like I was able to work all my, most of my bullshit out before I entered the scene. Because who knows what kind of asshole I would have been. Like that's why I can't really judge an asshole in the scene or that's been around or been banned. I get it. Like yeah, some people bring their own shit and their bullshit here, and they, they lose their mind just overthinking shit. And it's like, bro, we're here to just have fun. Like all that other shit don't really matter. A lot of people always bring their bullshit, and then they slack on the logistics of other good things. But that's everything. That's everything. You'll find that in every community and aspect or whatever. You'll find that everywhere. So we'll see. Also, the thing with the loan too is going to help me kickstart like the Japanese class mixed with the what do you call this? Mixed with the boxing stuff. Just being available there. So that'll be Japanese on Wednesdays and then boxing stuff on the weekends possibly. So we'll see how that works out. I don't even know if I want to do all that to be honest. Just trying to focus on the Japanese stuff, and then on top of that, I want to focus on like the basketball stuff. I'm gonna be a ball player in Japan. That's what it's looking like. You're gonna have to get my jersey out there, bro. Playing on some senior citizen ass team or something. I don't know if they're gonna let me play at my age. I couldn't even tell you if they will or not. You know, couldn't even tell you. Yeah, my worry is that if I say I'm tired and I go home, it's over. But charge up my devices. Let me get walking a bit. Let me prepare, I should say. I'm not all the way ready. I'll walk over there, just settle back in. That's it. But I might sit there and do the second stream. It's kind of warm tonight, but I might have time to do what do you call this? A second one, or sorry, because this is the third. A fourth one where I'm just doing the Beyblade stuff. So we'll see. But again, actually my Wi-Fi is not working, so I might have to just pre-record it. So if anything, damn, I can't do Sea of Stars either. This might be it. Charge up and come back out at night. Let's do that. Let's do that. Charge up and come back out at night. Let's do that, man. You know, do that, man. Let's walk down the street. Let's see if this dog is tied up to a tree and the cat's around the corner type shit. See what we looking like today. I've been burning fat lately, but then I went to McDonald's. That's what's funny. That's the funny part. I was just chilling up there. Like, where's that noise coming from? Yeah, man. Yeah, if there's no white people in the way, I'll show you what this Jimi Hendrix mural looking like. You got the Jimi Hendrix mural on the white bar, which is funny as hell. It's a good thing, but it's just like them motherfuckers act like they don't like people. You know, that's how they act. They act like they don't like people unless they're white people. That should be funny as hell. Matter of fact, you can see him from right here. You zoom in on that. Boom. You see that? Jimi Hendrix right there. You can see him if I go around the corner. I'll show you that. It was the Islamic school right there. Islamic school. They used to have a giant tree on the corner. They actually had this giant tree on the corner, but it got chopped down. It had to be at least 200 years old. At least, you know. They might know why they ripped that joint up. We'll see what ends up happening. People just be on dumb shit. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, so let me show you. I might as well just be like, fuck it. Let me show you this. Boom, Hendrix. So they got the Hendrix joint right here, and then they got this. Twilight Exit is the name of the joint. You can see the mountain, Mount Rainier right there, and then actually I can't even see what this is. This might be the artist on the side with the boats and stuff. CD right there. But yeah, Jimi Hendrix, man. Check that out. That's the shit I was telling you about. Open air. Hold on. Give credit to the artist right here. Tishner, David Tishner. Oh, Tishner at gmail.com. I see. Open air dance. I'm assuming that's the Instagram. That's probably the Instagram right there. Yeah, give credit to dude, David Tishner. Tishner? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I guess he was the artist. Yeah, David Tishner. That's pretty cool. I know a handful of people that are nice with like the what is it? Not airbrush, but like the spray paint or whatever. There's a couple dudes. There's a dude, I forget his name, his full name, but it's Ari something. But he did like a long mural, like this one that wraps around this whole park. Oh shit! But they commit. I don't know if they commissioned him or something, but he was over there doing uh, like the whole. I don't know how to explain this. It's a park that takes up half of a block, uh, horizontally, or you know the long way or whatever. And there's like a wall. There's houses on the top of the wall on the other side, but the wall is like it's like part of this dip in the park. Anyway, he did the whole fucking wall. He did the whole thing. So he gets commissioned to do stuff like that. I wonder if he did the one at the apartments up the hill from me. But I gotta see if his tag or his little like his credit is there. Because you know sometimes they put people's credits like in the thing. I want to see if it's there. I don't know. I'll be seeing him around. Like I would see him at different community events, and I used to see him around a lot. But you know, every time I see him, he still says hi and shit. I just say hi to him, and I was like, I don't know if you remember me. He said, I maybe do, but I just be around a lot of stuff, and he's very humble. But it's like, you know, he's just one of those humble artists that just are just in the city. So it's kind of dope. But if he goes Hollywood, you know, he's one of them people. If he went Hollywood, because I've seen him for years just stay so humble, I wouldn't even get mad. I'd be like, bro, you kind of, yeah, you stayed on the humble for a long time, so I'm not even mad at that. You know, I got a couple friends like that. They stayed on the humble for a minute, and I'm like, you're not wrong, but you know, I'm not mad if you go Hollywood personally, but just understand there's consequences for just coming across a certain way. It's tougher to be like someone who just stays on the humble their whole whatever. I'm gonna say career, but you know, the whole journey, whatever journey you're on, someone stays humble the whole way. That's very rare. But like I said, man, you know, I'm used to a certain level and amount of results that I hit. I kind of hit it last night, but I also hit it this morning. You know, I'm talking about consistent sixes and sevens. That's what it's looking like. You know, we hovering around the 6 and 7 range now. We used to hover around 3 and 4 for a minute, and it's looking like we below that right now. This one and the last one. That's why I said I'm about to just double up. You're gonna see me double up tonight. You know, it's early right now, but just charge up the devices, get back over there to the house, charge it up. You know what I'm saying? Upload it, get back outside, do it again. Because the reason why I have to go back outside now because the Wi-Fi that I have is expired. It didn't even work for me this morning. I could try to restart it, reboot it, but you know they told me you have about 10 days before you return it. I was like, I feel like it's less than that. I feel like I was supposed to return it on the 18th. Today is the 20. I don't even know, 20 something. You know, how's it going? It's like 20. Today's the 22nd, so it's like it's been 4 days. I feel like they shut it off. Yeah, that was Monday. I was supposed to do it Monday. I should have did it Monday. So now it's Friday. But this morning, the whole phone, I don't want to say it crashed on me, but it couldn't load anything. Literally, I disconnected it. I thought it was the airplane. I disconnected it once. Everything started running smoothly. I was like, damn, they might have shut down the service. So I'm not too mad about it. I just got to return my stuff tomorrow. And, you know, yeah, it is what it is. Still got to work on that logistics stuff, man. So we'll see. I might run my own, like I said, as I'm charging up the phone, hit the hotspot. As I'm using the hotspot, I get a chance to turn on my, you know, redirect my my shorts, all of my shorts that are uploaded currently. Because what I have is what I have. All that stuff is going to be redirected towards the Rapthorn Lord of Darkness video right now, which is DQ8, Dragon Quest 8. So that's like the final boss battle, realistically. It's the final boss battle, but it's also mixed with the first ending for the Dragon Quest 8 PS2 version. I prefer the PS2, you know, PlayStation 2 graphics over the GameCube one. I mean, not GameCube, the DS one personally. You know what I'm saying? For obvious reasons, because it's almost like they downsized the pixels. However, the DS one has hella, like, how do you explain this? There's hella extra content, and there's like another secret ending. There's the Jessica marriage. You could do that, which is probably more preferred realistically. Well, I mean, I don't know. If you lived in the shoes of the hero, you would have married the princess realistically. But I mean, come on, bro. If you play the game because you're picking it up from a certain point, you're gonna choose Jessica. Why not? Like, who's the other choices you got? That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Who else would you choose, man? That's that bloodline shit. Because now you're mixing, you know, Dragovian bloodline from the hero with the bloodline of the great sages. That's what that is. Think about it. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Yeah, the more I think about it, when I played DQ8, there was nobody in the sage's bloodline in Castle Trodaine. So maybe that's why they separated it from the sages, but maybe it's supposed to be that way. I don't know, bro. I don't even know if they're gonna put those factors in for later on, you know, later installments or something. Because on DQ11, is that 11? I think it's 11 or 12 or something. Hold on, let me think about that. Yeah, I think it's 11 because 10 was some other shit. On DQ11, you can marry everybody on the team. This shit kind of crazy. But they don't give you like a concise choice, you know? So I think about shit like that. I'm like a block from the house, bro. It is what it is. Anybody that's creeping in, I appreciate it, man. We out of here, bro. About to charge up the devices here. You know what I'm saying? Charge up when the night fall. We're gonna go right back outside, do it all over again. You know what time it is. You know what I'm doing already. So you on that. Hey, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace. We out.